All right, check this out. So first, got the engine together and painted for the Fiero. Ended up painting it like a burnt copper. Right there. I think it turned out pretty good. I think it'll look good in the engine bay because it'll be pretty dark, pretty secluded, and kind of hard to see a lot of it, so it'll just be like an accent, little bit poking through. And then kind of on the other end of the spectrum, we went and got a little bougie with the 5.3 for the RX-7 and painted it gold, which is something I've wanted to do for about a year now. But I just thought that it looked pretty good, and it was something a little different. I straight up stole this idea from my buddy Scott Wright with the gray stepside NBS truck. Real cool truck. And from Justin Pickard of Pickard Performance, who I've talked to about the LS swap in the Fiero. Yeah, I think it looks sweet. It'll look pretty good in the RX-7. So now I just need to do something about the headers. Either get them coated or wrap them or something. And then I still need to go through and clean up the wiring because that's just atrocious. I need to do something about the oil pan or the steering link. Preferably section the oil pan so that I can put like that all back to stock. So one of the things that I want to do is hopefully measure for the oil pan, see how much it needs to be notched or clearanced or whatever, and then probably try to get that done so that we can actually get the engine in here, hopefully for the last time for quite a while. So take a rough measurement. That is, we'll call that about 8, but it does swing back a little bit when the wheels are turned. So right there is full lock. Yeah, it looks like it came back about 1/2 inch or so. So I think if we do about 7 inches from the back, it should be good. So this one, and see how far this one would have to get notched. That is not ideal. This one is closer, but still not ideal. It'll probably be right around there, give or take. So, I almost wonder. No, I don't think we can do that. I was debating on making a new one that horseshoes in front of it, but I don't think that will work either. I kind of wonder if maybe I should just use the F-body pan that was on the car and just kind of leave all that alone. Because here's the pan that was on it. I would just use the Summit pan the way it is and leave it. But the problem is that has like kickouts on the side. So when the steering link actually is all the way at full lock, it actually hits the pan, which prevents a little bit of steering angle. So I think that if I just throw that back on the RX-7, then I can probably use the Summit pan on this, I would imagine. This should clear the this K-frame. Yeah, that'll clear it no problem. So I think that's what we'll do for that. Which, if I do decide to do that, it saves me a few hours of fabrication for the oil pan and the steering link, which is fine. And I know that it'll clear everything. Yeah, that kind of kills 2 birds with 1 stone, doesn't it? Theoretically, I got that pan all cleaned out from when the turbo blew up and sent chunks through the motor. Hopefully I have it all cleaned out. I cleaned it out like 3 different times until I didn't see anything coming out of it. Power washed it. I can't actually put the motor in the car today. Well, I could, but I'm getting a timing set that I was going to throw on this motor. If I wanted to just throw it back together with the stock timing, which I might do, actually, we'll probably do that. And then the new double roller timing set I'll use on the motor for the Monte Carlo. Yeah, I think that's probably what we'll do. So I need to get the timing gear on it, all that, oil pump, timing chain, get that set, get the rear cover on it, water pump, etc., crank pulley, oil pan, oil pickup, and then I think we could actually get the flywheel and the spacer on it. Yeah, let's do that real quick. That shouldn't take too long. got the engine back in the car. Check that out. Just sat the intake on it just to make it look kind of complete, but I think it looks pretty good. I wasn't sure how well the gold would work with the brown, but I think it looks pretty good. Sweet, sweet. So just have to remake this motor mount to clear the header, which means bringing the whole thing forward. Move fuel lines, because one of the primaries goes right where those fuel lines right there want to go. And then have to move some of the wiring because all this is right where one of the primaries is, which isn't a huge deal. A lot of that can get eliminated, or at least trimmed down. And then just start slowly throwing it back together. Frick yeah, man. I think this with the black supercharger bracket and then the supercharger itself, I think it'll make that really stand out. Not that this is going to be a show car by any means, but I think it'll at least look a lot better than it did last time. I'm still not sure what to do with the headers as far as cleaning them up and making them look better. I don't want to just paint them because the paint will just burn off like first couple times it fires up. So I'll probably end up wrapping it, and I'm not sure if I should wrap them black or like the titanium color that we had on the exhaust. This right there. I'll probably end up doing that just because I don't want the black to lose its color like this. But I'm kind of worried that that'll be just too much gold. I think the gold looks pretty good. The engine used to just be bare aluminum heads and a black block, which looked okay, but it looked like just another junkyard engine. I think this looks pretty cool. But that's gonna do it for today's video. I'm just trying to keep making progress on things a little bit here and there, so this isn't a huge step, but it kind of is a big step also. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing and clicking that bell. I'll see you in the next one.